What's up, all you amazing party people? Let's get ready to get this market day started. Coffee in hand, got Topo Chico next to it. Got me a banana for breakfast. Start my day all healthy. Market's healthy. In honor of the healthy market. How are y'all today? Good morning, everybody. Rational open across the board. Things looking nice and tidy. No problems in the VIX. It's going to be a clean day today. Text, what I've been watching for. Rogue Mechanics on expiration. It is a Friday. Let's see if this rally continues. I think it does. But the numbers will be the numbers, so we'll see.
Talk to me honestly. I'm here.
Revisiting the core PCE price index data come out this morning. A little bit of up and down motion. The market has actually bumped up off of that. I don't think we have. Let me see. Oh, actually, no, we haven't. We don't have an event off of that. We traded right back to the middle, so it's a wash. The PCE as well, including food and energy prices. Typically what's going on. Of course, we're down 5% on the 5.1 forecast. It's expecting, deflationary mechanics. This is just what we've been seeing, especially with the CPI. Howdy team. Revisiting, got my DD bands up front and center. Nasdaq looking clean right in the middle. I love these clean days right in the middle. It's gonna be really nice. Huge releases coming out for Rocket Scooter. I've been pressing so many things to get it prepared for our futures data patch. Futures data and futures trading. How about that? Working on that now. In the meantime, we're cleaning up a lot of the stuff, a lot of the features, optimizing. Rocket Scooter has rapidly expanded. You guys have been so great, so awesome, supporting the team, supporting the platform. Thousands of new subscribers. It's just, and it's insane how many people come to the doors. So we've been fighting expansion needs as well on top of these and these patches. So nice, cool, clean development schedule, and we're getting right back on track to get in our futures data. So I'm excited. That means all the irrational rules, all that DD band automated, risk intervals automated, red lines, green lines, catalyst automated. That's coming. Can't be more excited than that. What's up? Good morning. You're gonna like it, so just like it now before the market opens. See, Angelina's on the right page. See, you guys have to just walk to the stream, push the like button. He knows that. See, that's what I'm saying. Smart man right there. All right. Revisiting, double check, make sure we have nothing in the way. Just looking, let me zoom out really quick. Inside the DD bands, don't really, my day trades typically run to the bands depending on what the ratio tells me I'm looking for, up or down. I think we're still gonna trade up. Again, the opening of the market will tell me that. But Ash and I were really going over data a couple weeks ago, and then we both were tweeting about a possible short squeeze. These are new yellow lines. I think we drew them. Let's draw them. We haven't. Breakout targets in case the high is sustained. So we do have a yellow line in the way. Anytime you break out of green lines, yellow lines are where we go. Those are illiquidity pivots, breakout targets. It's a fantastic technique to look for rapid moves that do break out of structure. So you need to find a pivot. That's the one we always go for. We're growing so fast, people can't even comprehend how it's happening. It's crazy. People are like, what is, like, how that, like, it's like, we just heard about it. Oh my God, you guys are like, And the reason is because we just have so many unique things. It's like you tend to overlook somebody that's like, hey, check out my trading algorithm, and you look at it, it's like moving averages and junk, it's the same stuff. You're like, oh, I've seen it before. People go, comes to your arcs, you're like, where's all the indicators? Where's all the stuff on your screen? Like, is that it? Yeah, that's it. The sophistication is under the hood. It's not colorful drawings. So hit that like button while you guys can. Right here. My live trading challenge, 100K challenge, still ongoing. My 45-day ETF. We did the trader funding thing. I did it. I did it myself, and traded that on stream. You guys watched me on stream make 150 eval pass, a 250 eval pass, and another 150 eval pass. That is $550,000 worth of funded accounts I earned live on stream. Every trade recorded. Go back and check them out. I'm going to commit to trading one of them for 45 days just to show the process, just to show how to keep the account active, keep the account from burning out. The first trade has to be your most important trade. I took a tiny trade, scared myself out of it, walked away. You got to build a buffer in these static drawdown accounts. So the first trade's got to be a clean one. So I have to wait for the right signal to get in to build a buffer just to get off of that lift point. You got to get out of the gravitational pull of the earth to make into orbit. So you got to hit it hard and hit it good. So I haven't got a good signal yet. DD bands are based on the closing price. Oh, do I have Monday's DD bands there from last Monday? Yeah, they're there. They're the same as what's on the screen. To answer your question right here. Like this indication right here. I have this on Thinkorswim. It updates every day. It anchors down. So right now this is where it's anchored. Yeah. We have that in Thinkorswim, so all the members, you guys can, like, before we automate and rock script, there's a Thinkorswim version floating in the member tool section. You guys can have that. Let me run the DD Band bot really quick. We have 1 minute pretty much until open. Almost 1 minute. Drop these in here really quick. Let me run this bot. Get my DD Bands here. Where's SPY? Let's go. Where am I drawing? Oh, here there. We're sitting there right about 4185. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, there it is. I was doing monthly maps yesterday. Oh, and monthly maps, that's coming out before the futures patch. That is another big one. So one-click monthly maps. I can't be more excited than that. That is one of our strongest swing trading tools. Probably our strongest swing trading tool. It is a forecaster that can look at the distribution of risk for a month out. Actually 6 weeks out. As far as you have options, really. So if you want to look at daily risk, you use the daily mode. You want to look at weekly risk. This is weekly options built in here. You want to look at monthly risk. You can look at monthly options. All single dates, you can go as far as you have options, which is amazing. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's go. SPY out the door, opening long and strong. Resilience 50 and a 17. We got to watch that. The NASDAQ and the S&P have a little divergence there, so you gotta be careful on that. No issues in any of the futures markets. Everything's opening rational, clean. VIX is still in decay below triple B. Things looking tidy. We're gonna make sure to watch that resilience. Looking pretty clean. I do like it. Yes, S&P resilience is really fucking strong. I like it. Let's get that liquidity map coming through here. Come on, baby, let's go. Oops, let me refresh that stream. Okay, we are. Why is it waiting? Hold on 1 second. I gotta log out and log back in. Hold on 1 second. My token. Let me refresh that really quick. There we go. I can't see my login stuff. Okay, we have a bull long up, resilience positive, 63 out the door. I like it. Let's go. Let's go 2 right out the door. Trade upper DD bands. I like it. Okay. Solid, solid, solid. That's clean, clean and clean. Let's make sure nothing's coming up on the clock today. Calendar here. Okay. Stream still there? Test, test. Did I lose you guys? My graphics card just flickered. Can you not see the stream? Oh. Stream okay? The stream has frozen. My encoder froze. Okay. My graphics just crashed. Hang tight, guys, because it looks like my encoder's not up. You can hear me, but can you see me? Everything's frozen on my screen. That is so weird. Okay, everything froze on my screen. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Hold on one second. Let me double check you guys can see me. On my screen, everything's froze up. Okay, can you guys see the Thinkorswim? Okay. Hold on one second. All my screens just flickered black. Okay. Don't go anywhere, guys. Okay. All right. All right, that should be there. We back. So I don't know what happened. My graphics driver must have failed outright. All my screens went black for a hot second, and then everything locked up and froze up. So all my windows froze up. So we're good. You guys see me now? All right, back to what I was saying. Trading in DD bands, everything looks nice and stable. Main no camera. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here. No camera. Turn that off. Perfect. Okay. I know my cats were in the office yesterday. I kicked the wire. So my top left wire was like flickering before everything went black. I was like, oh, that's weird. Probably knocked the cable loose. All right, let's take a look what we got. DD's positive, pretty nice and tasty. DD number is 0.8. I do love what I see. When I say like, actually love what I see. This is hella strong. For a breakout move to the upside, let's go. Just putting a little fat in this ETF account, not really rushing it too hard. But I do like what I see. New things coming out in the patches. We're having coming soon our collapsible states and new instances of the windows will be saved across all. This patch is going to focus heavily. Next patch is going to focus heavily on the save layout. So multiple layouts, tying in scanners to different charts, and we have all these requests that we have been putting in to do different things. So now it's going to be remembering your states. The next patch is going to remember what tickers you had saved up. It's going to start tying your drawings to the ticker. So you can open up separate instances of like a SPY chart and it still remembers your drawings there. The dynamic changes to DD, we talked about that. The DD ratio is getting an improvement to the correlation. We talked about that yesterday. And that is a very, very, very... What it's going to do is polish up a small cap sensitivity, and so really when you start to see things like the Russell diverge with the S&P, the smaller portion, the smaller cap portion, we're going to start putting some enhancements to the DD, such that when you get times like this, like large amounts of sector rotation or deviation between small cap and large cap, we'll see that sensitivity. DD will pick it up and the changes in real time, which will be nice. The height of the mini charts. So this is another thing that's we just did. Hear my cat meowing. Now you can do your resilience chart bigger, dynamic scale. You can actually move it around, pop it out, put it on your screen bigger. This is the one I use to trade with, so I keep it small right here in the bottom. But those of you that want to arrange your layout, you'll be able to pop this out, change that. That's already done. Yeah, don't jog on. Team jogging, baby. That's how we roll. Let's look at QQQ real quick. Double check we have no alarms. IWM hedge break to the upside, which is great to see. Small caps moving, trucking along. Keep an eye on resilience. Type 2 resilience hopefully going to hold at the top end of the redistribution zone here. QQQ, bull long up again, supporting at bull zone or hedge pressure. You know, seems like any kind of dip in here, I'd be happy to buy on that. Let's check IWM because you'd have a hedge break on that with the red light there, and it's illiquidity pocket. So illiquidity pockets left to run. There's another move up. Let's add on this step. Okay, I'm gonna add to it. Illiquidity pocket, IWM look like it's running here. Let's double check stocks that are in illiquidity pockets as well. See wall target up to the next one. Some that are in illiquidity pockets that have really big running targets here. Let me make sure I add a filter on this. Price range filter. Let's remove penny stocks from the mix. Just look at larger cap stocks. Illiquidity pocket, bull zone break on square. Let's do another one. Let's go ahead and run out of hedge pressure breakups. This is an expiration day, so let's make sure we see anything that looks good there. Nothing really standing out on hedge pressure and MHP together. Let's look at one over the other. Chewy, IWM, Upstart, TSM. Let's go ahead and look at TSM. Let's see what we're running on. Let's look at the semis today. NVIDIA. Let's see where the strength is today. Really nice and strong. Resilience maintaining strength. We're going to see that the market is moving in a certain direction. Let's go ahead and pull up tech sector. Communication sector. Let's look at these. You have a nice little bull long up. Sector side, XLK, way above hedge pressure. Looking strong still. Tech's been recovering a lot of its lost gains. And this is that short squeeze action I talked about. By the way, everybody smash that like button while you're here. We called it. We certainly did. Back when everybody was doom and gloom on bank failures, Ash and I both, and let's give some credit to John Carter and some others that we know that also were talking about it. So we're going to take all the credit. But last week, a lot of really smart traders out there were seeing the data and seeing that the data was not. Let me pull it up here. I was at the zoo when I did that. Let me go up a little bit. All right. I'm going to retweet this. Okay. Let's go ahead and post it straight up. Let me just pull my Twitter here on stream. And I'll walk you through some of what we did to call. Let me just double check here. All right, there we go. Ashton was talking about massive short squeeze coming soon. Literally massive short squeeze coming soon. This, but the COT data, the TFF report that we monitor, came out with some information. And all of this on board with this. Massive is right. And this was, I think this was on the 24th, which was like last Friday, when everyone's all doom and gloom about the stock market. Oh, it ran a monthly map. Let's do a monthly map really quick. You can see the monthly map feature in Rocket Scooter. So last Friday we were, and how did we do this? How did we come up with the thesis, which was last Friday, which is here, 24th is here, right? This right here. And that was the day. And we're massive short squeeze incoming. Massive. I'm talking massive, like the market is going to rally for a month. Massive. Possibly. It's not jinx. I hate saying something and jinxing the position I'm in, but let's go ahead and run a monthly map. How did we come up with the conclusion that was possible? There's very easy evidence to see that if you know what you're looking for. Ash and I have taught multiple courses on reading the Commitment Traders TFF report. There are ways to look at an options data to see the positioning. Obviously, Rocket Scooter will dictate some of that as well. You ready to see on a monthly map what the market looks like in a month? You can use Rocket Scooter to build a month out. Let's go ahead and walk through an example of that. Let's go ahead and draw some walls here. Single date. Let me go to manual date. Let me press in March 31st is today. Let's go ahead and press in next Friday. Actually, let's do this. Let me do monthly instead. Okay. Starting at the monthly, let's go all the way out to the 21st here. 375 to 370. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. That's 370. Resilience still looking tidy. I like what I see. Gotta keep an eyeball on resilience though today, so make sure I don't get squeezed out of my position. Okay, there's 421, 414. It's gonna be 377. This is one of the cool features. There's gonna be a one-click button that does this whenever we're finished. So imagine mapping out the risk a month in advance. This is what our program will now do. So not only is it, you know, when you look at people that use technical analysis, right, it's just trying to overlay some very weak math equations on top of real-time price. And you're essentially just, you know, smoothing out noise, and it's nonsense. Well, this is looking a month in advance, right? So all of our tools here are leading indications. They're not looking at what's going on right now or what's going on in the past or past price data, anything that has a moving average or shape, like pennants, flags, harmonics, Elliott waves, a shape of prices, like using the past to try to look at the future. That's natively using math, looks in the past. All of this is forward looking at options that expire on that date. So this is a future prediction, or not future prediction, future visibility tool. And it shows you where people are positioned. That's exactly what it's showing you. And so as I'm mapping out what's going on next Friday and following weeks, or subsequent weeks, let's go ahead and map out the Wednesday. Oops, let me go out of here. Wednesday is 399 to 380. I have some unusual volatility coming up. So let's go to Wednesday the 12th. And when I do one click button, it'll just do all this for you, which is awesome. You'll never have to like come here and draw these things. So we've been building so much. 399. Let's put that bottom right. 399. Let's put this right at 380. Not scared of what I see right now. Everything's long and strong out the door for me. I like it. Guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. 200 something people here. Give us some love on the algo. I'm about to show you something. It's going to support that thesis of what we were saying. 380. How are we able to see this far into the future? Okay. We double check that all of those are right. That's the 12th. The 14th is 377, 360. Oh, here, 377. 60. I had manual mode turned on. Oops. The 14th is 377, 360. I'm going to tell you, I can actually map out the news and what's going on here. We're going to have all this information here. Let me double check all of this is right. 21st, 360, 380. Why? Oh. Okay, 380, 360. Don't listen to me. Why did I must have had some mode click because that's all different dates. Okay, 21st, 360, 380. 14th, 360, 377. Okay, just estimating right there. 77. Okay, let's go to the Wednesday. Just kind of map it out as much as I can. 60 and 89. And when you can do this with one button, oh my gosh, it'd be so great. Called monthly maps. This feature is going to project a month in the future. Dude, I couldn't be more excited than this. This is the best thing to automate because there's so much you have to draw. Okay, let's go to the 7th. Okay, so somehow we get a data drop on the 7th. Let me see if I can't dislodge it with manual depth. So it looks like our data fifth. Okay. 396, 399. So fifth is here. 96. Okay, so what this is going to do is let me see where volatility is going to be. It's going to let me forecast where events are expected. You can do this for anything, any stock, anything. That's great. So it's part of our 3-month trial. You'll get to play with the platform. You just come do this yourself. Hold on, 396. This is at 390. That's better. Okay. So let me show you what this means. What does all this stuff mean that this we'll do one more on the 3rd. Let's go ahead and just map out Monday. 392 and 395. So let me close this down now so I can start seeing what resilience is doing. Trim some upper DD bands, man. I'm looking pretty solid. It's more of an all or nothing trade. I'm just not gonna let it go negative. Okay, so let's go ahead and it's not 1 minute. Let's go ahead and like a 15 minutes. Just zoom out. Okay, let's like just zoom out just like this. Beautiful. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw lines between the two, like, bottom of the bull zones, right? And what this does is it's going to show you where the market is rapidly shifting. Clearly where I'm drawing right now is a huge rapid shift. Huge rapid shift. Okay. We're talking about what's going on here. So the space between the bull and bear zone, which is what these are, is the important thing to take note of, where the bulls and bears differ in their opinion. This clean split is using the Rocket Scooter algorithm that's looking at institutional positioning. Right, it's what we do with your daily mode liquidity map. This is a liquidity map. Daily mode combines all the risk of weekly options to a single calculation. And that's it. All the options are piled up here into one specific calculation. But if you break them out day by day, like you basically take the aggregate and then look at it one day at a time. Options expire here, that expire here, that expire here, etc. Then you can actually see how that risk is distributed over time. And this is a very interesting thing. So what you can see, and I'll start with the easiest one to describe. When the distance between the two zones gets bigger, liquidity is down, people are exiting positions, and volatility is going up. Okay, so if you look right here, you see people, or say volatility going up over this distance. People exiting positions, they're getting out of the way of something. Liquidity going down. Already you understand what's going on in this range. So this is going to be something that's going on inside of this range here. From here to here. Okay. And all the automation is going to put the text on there as well. Let me explain that. Where if you were looking at a stock, a bid and ask spread, right? If a bid was like, if you look at like here, a bid ask spread, when they're tight on each other, one tick difference, the market doesn't have any fear of the market doesn't have any it's very liquid. The larger the spread, the less liquid it is, right? The difference between where the bears and bulls are, or where the sellers and buyers are, that spread, think of it the same way. The further apart they are and where they want to act on the market, the less liquid the market is. Less liquid the market is, the more volatile it can be. So between here and here, volatility is going up. And then after this date, which was the 11th, I believe, volatility is going to collapse. So there's some event that's taking place in here, which is the biggest change in volatility. And what you do is you go, oh, what's going on in the week of the 11th? That's when you pull up your calendar. Let's go ahead and look. Calendar. Let's pull that week up and let's see what is going on. So wait, that was the 11th. So it'd be the week before, next week. What's coming up next week? Oh, ISM numbers. Okay, that's huge. Mortgage numbers, non-farms. I mean, that's a huge week, right? Because your Thursday jobless claims numbers, and then of course non-farms on Friday. The market now is showing you, okay, there's a caution. Now there's sensitivity to non-farms. You can actually come here and now you'll say, oh, okay, well, careful. Other events, right, this week. So you can see that people are getting out of the way of non-farms, and you can already see that right here. It reminds you to look at something. So as volatility is going up, premiums with all Greeks being consistent will also inflate because of the IV leading into those events, which will be the Friday before that Monday. And then after non-farms, the market's nice and stable. So far, so good, right? Do you guys follow? Already, this tells me to look for something is happening here. Do we understand that? Everyone, big fat yes in chat? Cool, right? I'm not going to buy options into that Friday event and have my premium collapse for Monday on IV Crush. Pretty cool, right? Okay. So already the map is showing me to pay attention to especially non-farms. It's like right there. Okay. The purple zone, it's not a purple zone. It's just showing you like this text. Let's not call it purple. Let's just give it let's just give it like that same blue color. Try to make it match the text. So in this zone, volatility is going up, people are exiting positions, etc. How do we know people are exiting positions and liquidity is going down and all that? Okay, let's talk about it. All right. So if I'm a bull at 395 and a week goes by and I'm not a bull until 396, I need the market to move higher to confirm that I want to jump in and be bullish. If I need the market to move higher to give me the confidence, as in this bull side, the top part goes up, then people are less bullish this day than there are this day. The opposite, if right here people are bullish at 400 and then immediately on this day they're actually bullish as low as 375, between here and here people are more bullish than they were here. So there's a shift in sentiment. So a slope down, sentiment shift. People much more bullish on this day than day before, something like that. People are becoming more bullish, and again, it tells the story. Well, why? Well, I guess the people are positioned after the event to be willing to buy the dip and still be bullish. So the idea is if the market falls to here, it's still bullish. The market will fall and people are ready to buy the dip. So in this instance, monthly map is showing you there's a sentiment shift. People are more bullish. Now, on the contrary, if you have to go higher and people are still bearish, the bear zone's going up, people are more bearish. So when you're going to look at the bull side, if the bull side raises, people are less bullish and more bullish. So you can say there's 4 different ways to look at a market. You either are a bull or are a bear. A bull is someone that longs the market. A bear is someone that shorts the market, engages in a trade that's in the market. So if you are a bull, you're longing. If you're not a bull, it doesn't mean you're a bear. If you're not a bull, by our definition, you're exiting along. So there's two different trades, right? Being a bull, you enter a long. Not being a bull, you exit the long. You remove your trade from the table. If you're a bull, you add a short trade to the table. You're a bear, right? So you can say that people are becoming slightly less bullish, right? Exiting long trades. And again, tells the story. Why are people exiting long trades over the course of this week? They're getting out of the way of non-farm. And then after the non-farm happens, that volatility collapses, market can trade down here. People are ready to scoop up the dip. We can all see that. Okay. So on the same token, the market has to move lower for people to short, People are less bullish exiting long trades going into non-farm. People are exiting short trades going into non-farm as well. The market has to go lower to be short. People slightly less bearish exiting short trades. Like, you can tell all of this from a monthly map. So imagine swing traders out there planning your trades. If the market collapses over the next couple of weeks, you can see there are still bulls parked there. I would get up and run a monthly map every single morning to see that how these things shift around. But you can see people are exiting shorts, exiting longs. People are getting out of the way of non-farms. And then after non-farm, people are becoming more bullish and people are becoming less bearish as the bull side drops and the bear side drops at the same time. People are ready to enter longs at a lower spot. People are getting out of shorts at a lower spot. So in the sentiment shift, you can also see the same thing here. And so monthly map is going to detail this entire thing. People are even less bearish after non-farm. People are more bullish. People are less bearish. You see a clear as day sentiment shift. And so if you can assume people are trading on inside information, right? And somebody knows what that report's going to be, and they're pre-positioned for that, right? Wall Street trades unfairly. They have all kind of information we don't have. And so if I think about it, people are already positioned for what they want to see and what's going to happen. Pretend somebody knows the answer. And if they know the answer, they're buying the dip right there. So 380 as a low support, even a month out. The market needs to collapse harder and harder and harder for people to be actively engaged in bearish trades. Do we all see this now? So what it's telling me is that you're having a place where the market is still sustainably supporting bullishness into non-farm, but people are slightly exiting bull trades and people are rapidly exiting bear trades because the slope of this is more than the slope of that. Part 3. Slope of bear line sharper than bull line this week. Bears exiting faster than bulls are. Bear side weakening more than bull side is weakening. You can tell that because the slopes are different. You guys can, everybody see that now. So people are more scared to be bears than they are to be bulls. Do we all see this now on a monthly map? I just told an amazing story of the entire stock market for a month, and you watched it live on stream as I built it. Does this make pretty good sense? Bears are very scared to be bearish. Bulls are somewhat scared to be bullish. And if this slope was very massive, the bulls are more steady than the bears are. And that's what this tells you. One click button will produce everything on your chart, including the text. So when I say, you know, our $200 a month subscription package for $35 a month for extended trial, if you guys get in and check that out, we have a 9 o'clock move. Let's double check what's going on in the data here. 1 second. Go here. Get in our extended trial, and when these things come out, you can play with them. That is it will only charge you for your data. And I'll tell you a secret. It's $199 for that full for the example that I did for the full membership for all the data and all the features and all different data feeds. For the platform will be that. The $35 a month extended trial gets you in to use the platform for 3 months at $35. So that was a very popular option. We just threw that out there a couple months ago, and anybody that stays through till the end of the trial, I'm gonna tell you a secret. You'll at least get half price off. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but you'll at least get half price off of that subscription, locked in forever, as a bonus. Just our first batch of folks. We've had about 1,500 new user accounts in the last 2 months. Since we kicked out that trial, it's been crazy. So when monthly maps come out, you guys will be able to have this. It's a swing traders, you know, planner tool so that you understand what's going on. Let me talk about how I would trade with this, right? Can I take a break between 3-month trial and the discount? Yeah, you can. I mean, like, we're not, well, you know, just send me a message in Discord. We'll chat. So you can just basically see it now. Again, let me watch my trade right now. Resilience is looking a certain way. Pretty good. DD strong. Market's not moving too fast. Let me see what happened. We have 9 o'clock a little bit ago. Let's make sure I go in here and just look and see what we got going on here. Inflation expectations. Michigan number came in slightly higher. A little bit of a bump. Market's not doing much. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I'm gonna start looking at some sectors in a second. But the idea, so like actively trading this, right? Not just understanding sentiment, but if volatility is expanding leading up into an event, you know you don't want to be long directional options because you're gonna lose that premium after the event crunches out. So obviously, if we can pinpoint that this has to do with where the non-farms are, that Wednesday, Thursday, I'm not swinging long trades to branch over to the next day. I'm not buying weekly options for weeks out on that Thursday and Friday because you don't want to buy when these lines are expanding, premium is going up. When these lines are compressing, premium's going down. So I want to be on the sell side leading into the event. So say that the market is like treading right in the middle and I want to sell some options. Well, let me sell some calls and sell some puts because we're sitting in the middle and then cash in that premium a day later once it all crushes out. The idea is basically that. Shark says you're out there pouring concrete. I can only listen. Oh, that's, dude, you listen while you work. That's amazing. That's super cool. That's real flattering. You guys like hang out with me even while you're doing your day-to-day stuff. I love it. Yeah, so the wider the spread, the higher the volatility, the higher the IV will be leading into an event. So you don't want to be on the buy side artificially unless you are certain that that event's going to press the market somewhere. So what this is telling me is that the market is expecting volatility of this distance. And a neat thing, let me show you something. If this is the expected volatility, the distance between these two things, right? So between here and here, it's telling me that the market's expecting to move, let me do this, that distance over the course of that time period. So if I were to say, like, if right now I want to trade an option spread, then I know the expected distance total between the time periods. I know that this is the expected volatility. So what I just did here, like leading into this week, I know that that's about how high or low the market's going to be. So pretend that this is where price is and we were sitting here on this week. I can take the same distance and do it just like that. And if price is right here, then I know that is the range that's expected to move and the range it's not expected to move from wherever price will be. So I know where I need to operate, where I can sell options, where it won't go, and things like that. I can use additional information to my advantage. If this was leading into an earnings report, and this is the distance between the zones, you do the same thing, and that is your expected range going into the earnings. So if you have the exact price, say that whatever this little box is, it's just an example, 40 points. So if, again, this is SPY, there's no earnings for SPY, but like if for a stock, for instance, right? If you have Apple and Apple's leading up to the earnings and the distance was like 20, then Apple is expected to go up 20 or down 20. That distance is the actual volatility that's expected, the implied move, expected move, sorry. That's an easier way to see it than all this other mathematical methods that they give you in other trading platforms. The distance between here is the expected move. So if you were to look today, like the next range on SPY, the expected move is the SPY is not volatile. And if I were to do the same thing here, day over day, you can see that move right here. Look, SPY is not really moving far outside that box when stock market opens. You can't, once you see this, you can't unsee this. It's a mind-blowing revelation. Anybody confused as to why the SPY is not moving and breaking out really fast? That anchors the expected daily move. Mind blowing. Yeah, Ash and I, when we discovered this, it was like a whole new ball game. Isn't that crazy? That is the distance between here, and that's about the appropriate range of a structured SPY market, anchored by the positions that are there. So imagine in this week, trading through this week, as of right now, is telling you to expect wider, crazier days. So SPY will likely move faster day over day over day, whatever it's doing, in a wider range. Do y'all see that? I mean, this is proof of this. This is exactly, I made a video on this. This is the expected daily move in the equity session. This is the expected daily move in the equity session. Markets are going to move very fast and far this week. Markets are going to move nice and slow this week. So let's go ahead and put it out there. This is sorcery. So, you know, obviously, we have that same distance here. And that's the expected range on SPY. And it just so happens that that's about the DD band. So, today. So you can see that essentially leading into the events, the market's expected to possibly move that distance. Every day you have to rerun this and it will shift things around. If like new news comes out or every single day, I would rerun the map. And the map might move around a little bit, like as the options, as people close out positions or get out of positions, the actual map will readjust on a daily basis. So then we'll have monthly map history change. So the next part of monthly map is you can do monthly map daily change. So if like I mapped it out today, it looked like this. And then if tomorrow I woke up and mapped it out and this did that, right? And this did that, daily change would come in with another text box and say, alert, change detected on this like day, right? And the change would be volatility change, look for events or news, right? So like if I mapped it out tomorrow and all of a sudden people have exited positions at that for that strike, that expiration. So if like today, for whatever reason, a bunch of bulls close out their calls and a bunch of bears close out their puts or whatever people exiting positions, which is what this implies, the volatility change will tell you that particular thing. Warning, major firm exiting positions leading into here, look for events that just popped up. Oh, a news event. Oh, there's going to be a summit on oil conference, you know, like an oil summit that's going to talk about the new brick thing or whatever, right? Boom. Something happened that changed, alert you to a change from one day to the next. That's the real sorcery. So you'll never miss out on expected targets of things happening in the future. So that's the big part of monthly map change. And that's the next lead off from monthly map. So monthly map will essentially draw the story on your chart for you. And then when the next day pops up, it'll start to look for big deviations that imply something new is happening. Wider volatility, a bull side now lowering as opposed to raising, right? So if monthly map change this was here, this would alert you the same way. Warning, warning, warning. Alert. Sentiment shift. From today, if this happened today, we'll say tomorrow's the 1st. Sentiment shift on 4/1, which is tomorrow, 2023. 4/4/11 expiration. Something happened on the 1st that got people out of something on the 11th. bulls or into something. Bulls more bullish. And that's exactly what you'll see. That's the power of what monthly map's going to be. Limit shift, slope change. Right? It'll be like that. So in the morning, you'll rerun the map and it will compare yesterday's result to today's result. That's essentially what it's going to do. I'm glad to share this with you guys. This is the first time I've shown this. As we've been building this for a very long time now. First, just like everything else you make, first of its kind. And that's an example of what it's going to do. Y'all like that? Now I'll show you what I'm doing with my actual trade right now. I'm just hanging tight. I even broke hedge to the upside earlier today, so that's been read all day long. So this is still pretty useful. It tells you so much stuff about the market. Market's gonna slow drift day to day, slow drift. Am I trading up to DD band? Yeah, I'm nice and confident on this trade, 100%. I can see that the market's expecting to be more volatile. I can expect wider moves here, right? I can expect even wider moves here. And then I can expect tighter moves and tighter moves. And after this event, you can see that the market that far out has a very wide range, right? You have the market's expected after we get through non-farms. There could be 150 points worth of move in the index. And that's why I'm talking from, even if we stay static here, we're talking 4,200 on the S&P or higher on a short squeeze. And I have all the information from looking at the monthly map. So when Ash and I get together and talk, this is exactly what we map it out just like this. Don't think that, you know, we just pull numbers out of our butt. It's exactly the opposite. We use things like our tools that we've created here. So if you're part of the program, Ashton, when that comes out, is going to teach an entire course series over monthly maps as part of what we call the Pro Plus package here. But yeah, you guys check out that extended trial. It's $35 a month. Literally, you guys pay $200 a month for Discords, I'm sure, or thousands of dollars for trading software or whatever. You get the full platform, full Discord, Trader Bootcamp, 2 trading communities for $35 a month. And then after that, you'll come in grandfathered in a very low rate, and we're excited to share that with y'all. Okay. Let's pop everything up just to double check what's going on here. Index divergence, unusual rules popping up here. Let's see what's going on. Stock market has not done much yet. We got a little bump of the Michigan numbers, but resilience is still stable. This is mode 2 resilience. SPY is like the support here or support down to here. I'm willing to be long as far as this goes down. So here to there is a great R&R. I like what I see. If you guys like the plan for monthly maps, click the like button. This is what we're creating, right? You guys out there trading and using, if you use stuff on your charts that just looks like you have to use multiple time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, hour, daily. That's like a 75-year-old technique. You don't do that in real algorithmic trading. is all based on liquidity and positional risk. That's how all institutions and market makers trade. Nobody looks at charts anymore. That stuff died 20 years ago. We will still try to sell it though. Seriously, every technical indicator you read about was invented in the 60s, the 50s, the 70s. You know, that's before AOL. That's before MySpace. Sophisticated order flow algorithms control the market now. Look at real-time order flow. There's not a single hedge fund in the world that sits there and draws on charts. Zero. Find me one. They may look at the 100-day moving average if the hedge fund manager is, 30, 40 years experience and was trained on, macro analysis like that. But nobody puts technical indicators on a chart at the institutional level. Zero people. We have so many friends in the institutional world. Zero people do that. Zero. But Twitter and YouTubers will still try to sell you on that ancient idea that it's some magical recipe of indicators going to predict the market. And all you got to do is ask them for a historic broker statement. None of them will post it. But the thing about our stream and my stream is you watch every trade I ever make. It's live. There's not a single stream deleted. That's the only thing. Nobody can ever call shenanigans on that. Unless I can Photoshop live video. I'm editing it as we go. This is all edited. I'm editing these numbers live on the video. The point I'm saying is you have to be very careful. As the modern Wall Street evolves, you have to evolve. And that's why we're creating modern tools. Did I ever work at a financial institution? I did not. But my background is in mathematics. So chemical engineering is my degree, and I have very heavy math and programming background. So I kind of work on data and data sets and logic. So everything to me has to make sense. I never understood the very first day I ever put an indicator on my chart. I said, people use this to make money, but this is looking at past data and trying to infer the future. How is that possible? If it was possible, then everybody could predict the future. And then you use it for a little bit and it doesn't work. And you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. It doesn't work. But everyone still uses it. And the quick conclusion I came to is that nobody makes money in the stock market. Day trading as an institution, technical analysis is actually a lie. It's fake. And then you look on YouTube, you look on Twitter, and nobody's posting broker statements, and you're like, oh, there's the evidence for that. And I was like, okay. Right. So I took myself down a completely different path. You have to look for modern approach to the markets. We'll look where people are positioned. That's what we're doing. That's forward looking. That's not looking in the past. This bull zone is showing me where people are buying options months in the future. All of this is forward looking. We have the most powerful options data feed on the planet, and we get the same options Bloomberg gets. We have that data, and that looks into the future of where people are positioned. And so that was like, okay, that's a little bit more reliable to say, not what people did yesterday and the day before, 10 minutes ago. It's like, what are people going to do 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 6 weeks from now? I was like, okay, that's a stronger analysis tool. And then we went down this entire rabbit hole with the Rocket Scooter team. So Rocket Scooter, Jason saying is great for selling options too. Lots of success with SBC put credit spreads last week. Oh, very nice. If you did this analysis every day, would you expect the range to tighten as you get closer? That's a great question, right? That is what the expected range is now. And we should monitor that on a daily basis to see what people think. If it gets tighter, it means people are agreeing on the outcome. The wideness is representing the disagreement or the uncertainty of the outcome, right? So if you're uncertain, the volatility will be higher. As it starts to tighten, it's telling you that people are now agreeing, or that more information is out, that people's conclusions are about at the same place. So that is what I would expect. Good point, Ben. As you get closer, the farther, just like the way that theta works in an option, the farther away you are from expiration, the uncertainty is high that you get there. The closer you get to expiration, the certainty goes up that you will get there or not get there. And so the same principle of theta decay is the same principle of what you just said, which I would agree, right? The closer you get to something, obviously more information will be available between now and then. There's got to be more information available, or estimates will be better, or understanding of market conditions will be better. So the volatility is expected to condense. And if it gets wider between now and then, it means people disagree even more. Like there's more conflicting data than converging data. So shouldn't top of the band be at 407? I don't know. Let me look. Let me double check that. 407.69. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I'm not fully awake when I draw these things. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. You're probably right, but I think the computers use them. I don't think any computers use them at all. I don't think any computers would sit there and look at the history of the shape of price. They're looking at real-time order flow against real-time buyers and sellers. That's the easiest way to do it. They can look at expected volatility, where options position, just like we do. We can tell you where people are positioned, and they're monitoring in real time when those positions change. Oh, there's a bull here. Well, there's a big seller. Let's match the two. They're just sophisticated order matching algorithms. You can't match anything using historic price action. And again, that debate is easily settled. Show me one technical analyst or one technical algorithm or one technical vendor right now that will say, this is my 2021 broker statement, 2022 broker statement, 2023. I will tell you right now, there's 0 people that will do it. Zero. If one person shows me their 2022 or 2021, I will go out there and buy their system for 10 of you guys, their lifetime package. Find me one. Right? And then everybody goes, oh shit. I'll buy it and use it. Go find me one. From a broker, not some weird, seedy, like third party. A broker, just literally broker thing. Redact a name or whatever. Oh, this person sells something. Discord membership, $500 a month. It can't be penny stock either. Don't find me no pumping numbers. So, like a legitimate system, right? A legitimate technical analysis system that actually is repeatable and useful. And then I'll partner with them with Rocket Scooter. And then we'll get them the visibility they deserve. I'll use my fame, my mini fishbowl fame, tiniest little tiny bit of fame. I don't really have any fame. But I'll use whatever influence I have to get that person spotlight. So that everybody can see their shit. I'd like to see that magic sauce recipe. I live stream every day. I post my results every day. Everything I do here on stream is tracked, and my Discord has all the statements that I do. Last 3 years, I developed a trading platform. I wasn't always live streaming every day or trading every day as we built the platform. But as being on YouTube, everything is here. The entire broker statement stats of each of those funded accounts are there. The history of them, 100%. From start to finish. My 2023 broker statement, I've been keeping up with that on the daily. 100%. My 10K challenge. So when I stream on YouTube, I usually do a purpose, right? So the purpose this time around is to do a 10K to 100K challenge. The full stats of that available at the end of today. I will post the entire 2023 to date broker statement in my Discord. Nobody does that. I do it. Absolutely, Pat. 100%. Pat, I post the entire history with the stats, with the number of trades, with the win rate, with the balance, with the account number, with everything. 100%. And you can verify it because you can see it live on the stream as well. It matches up. There's no trickery. It would be illegal for me to lie about what I'm saying right now. Completely 100%. So just you have to trust. People have been watching me trade for 6 years, and I trade with the balance on the stream, with the account number on the stream, with the full purpose. This is I'm going to trade. Okay, so you ever heard of like trader funding programs, right? We're working with some friends of ours that started one company that did this. And I told them, I said, I will do your eval account, right? Just to show what it is and how it works. And so you see people do these trader funding programs all the time, right? And so I did 3 back-to-back evaluations and passed all 3 of them, and I only lost 1 trading day. And it was all documented live every trade. Stats are posted, 80% win rate. I forgot, something like that. I earned $550,000 worth of funded accounts live on stream, every trade documented. So yeah. Well, you don't have to trust. You don't have to trust. You can go see. Just go to the Discord and you can go see. I post it there. There's no trust at all. And you can go watch. Can't be any more clear than that. You can go look at it. It will be posted today. 100%. At the end of the year, you'll see my 2023 statement. The entire year. So the trades I do on stream, for whatever purpose on stream, that is full transparency. Full. Nothing deleted, nothing removed, nothing hidden. Come on, baby. But as of the last 2 weeks, you know, people do the trader funding programs. They're really hard to get funded accounts. And I just said, okay, I like a challenge. So I like to get on. I really like to stream showing off my skills. So I get on stream. I do something really hard. 10K to 100K. I did a 5K to 50K trading futures one time. One time I went on who was here for my big winning streak? If you guys remember back in, what was it, 20, whenever I did it. My big winning streak. Just so you know that I'm not saying anything. If you were here for like every day of that, trading futures with my account number of my real account on stream, you were here at the winning streak. How many days did I go and how transparent was I? Everybody here tell this person, because I love sharing this. And I love that because I'm skeptical too of anybody. Don't trust me, but I was here. How many days did I go without losing a single day? And did you see the account number? Did you see the account balance? Did you see the stats? Did you see everything? I posted it in Discord. You see everything, every part of it. It's like 70 days. So the idea was like that drew a huge crowd as I was just live trading, and people were like, oh crap, you actually do show everything. And I even took some big losses in there, and you saw the losses on stream too. It's not to say anything other than we think that it's important that you are forthcoming in your presentation. So the reason I'm trading this on stream is to give ETF, you know, some visibility, of course, and then of course to beat a challenge. Traders want to learn how to do a trader funding program. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to beat these things. And I'm going to teach a course on how I did it. I did 3 back-to-back and only lost like 1 day through all 3 of them. So now this is a funded account and this is real profit in that funded account. So the idea is that once you earn it, how do you keep it? You have to have extreme amounts of discipline to trade this. It's really hard. My real trading account, I don't use discipline to this degree. This is extreme discipline. They give you rules that are really hard to stay within the tolerances of, and it's easy to go bust. So I have to be very careful as I trade to maintain their rules. Like they have a 40% rule. If I have a big smash out day today, if I make $3,000 or $4,000 and that's all the profit, then that's 100% of the profit. It has to be less than 40%. Your biggest has to be less than 40% of your total gain, which means I'd have to have consistently big gains for at least 3 days or more to bring that fractal down from 100 to 50 to 33 to 25, right? You have to get underneath 40% to be able to get a payout. So there's all kind of little trickeries that you have that you can't just get a sustainable, consistent income unless you know what you're doing. So I can't just swing for the fence and make 30K in this account. I'll never be able to capture any of that money until I bring that average down, right? And everyone says, Mark says, Mythos says 100% legit. That's why you signed up originally. You never see that kind of transparency, complete transparency. And then I had, before resilience was around, at the end of the 70 days, I fucked up royally and had some really bad loss days. And everybody watched that, and it came to the invention of resilience, right? About an hour into the market, still pushing higher. Res is cool. But yeah, so the point is that, you know, people are good traders, people are bad traders. I just say I'm okay, but ideally I'll commit to something. And so the stream is about committing to something. And so in this particular example, it was how do you beat a trader funding account? So I did a 150 static, a 250 end of day drawdown. The static took me, and I just kind of show a trader how I would do it. So an example, just take a little picture here. I created something. Like I created a tool that would plan based on my win rate that I have, how many days it should take me using a max contract size. They give you like 24, I think, but I have a fixed max contract size on the one risk interval catalyst variance that you'll see. A sudden drop wouldn't blow me out. And I calculated that 80% win rate, which is what I try to maintain, I'd get there in 13 and a half days. And I actually got there in 12 days. I beat this funded thing in 12 days. I even estimated how many days it would take me. So this was actually done live on stream. The planning, even before I started, was done in a Zoom call. I showed everybody how to do it. And I said, this is the plan I'm going to use, and I'm going to go crush this thing in 13 days. And everybody here watched me do it in 12. So I even estimated how much time it would take, because we're all statisticians and mathematicians here. It's all about math and all about numbers. So the cool part is the stream is just to show off the transparency. That's it. And to demonstrate that I actually use my own tools. So the stream isn't to sell you guys on a trading system or trading style, or hey, you're gonna learn from me, you're gonna make money. It's just to say we have a product, I have a product, and I'm what is it, the Hair Club for Men? You guys remember them commercials from the 90s? I'm not only the president, I'm also a client. You guys remember that? Yeah. Raja Bank shows his broker statement. He does Forex. See, those are the people that I like to see. Even if they show their broker statement and they lose money all day long, it doesn't matter. If my girlfriend calls it big dick energy. If you walk into the room or you walk into trading, you put a camera on yourself with that big dick energy, like you don't give a fuck what people think. I love it. I want to be friends with that person that lets you come in there and watch them blow up or lose accounts. Those are people that you want to know. That boldness is drive and ambition. Those are the people that create themselves and recreate themselves and recreate themselves and end up on top at the end of the day. That BDE is what it's all about. She's like, I have a friend who I just love to hang out with all the time. And it's like when you get to know her, she just got that BDE, and it's like, it's just that energy that you're just like addicted to, because they walk in like they don't give a fuck, they own the room, and it's like, okay, right? And those, just that boldness is what I like. It's not ooh, I lost, let me close my stream down, or oh, I'm losing big amounts, let me stop streaming. You know, it's just like, oh, you watched me lose, oh well, I'll start over. And there's a lot of people out there that I like personally that just don't care what people think, and to me that confidence is attractive to me. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that profit. You just need enough buffer in the account to take a little bit of a win there. I know it's not the upper DD bands just yet, but I'm okay with it. I do think the market's gonna rally even further. I do want to get off the stream. I got some work to do on the platform. So let's call it a day. This is the funded account. The whole goal of the funded account is to take a certain trade to build some fat. I don't want to get a grand slam right out the door, or else I have to hit that 40% rule, which means I have to consistently hit a couple grand slams, and just not a big fan of that. But that upper DD band, I think that's where we're going. No reason to be scared of that. You've never seen someone rage quit losing on a stream? That'd be fun. Well, I have. I unfortunately, people love to send me clips of people rage quitting on stream. They know. I mean, not that I don't ever participate in much drama. I'm not a drama person, but people love to share with me clips of people electricity going out while they're in a losing trade or something. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll check at the top. And like I said, I don't even sit here and people ask like, are you a good trader? And I always say, I'm okay. but you can watch me be okay in full transparency. Upper DD band is the target. I did cut out early just because I need to lock in some buffer into the 150 static. Well, that affords me a couple losing days as I continue to trade. My full account, my 10K challenge account, I've trimmed 2 already at the top. I'm going to let the other 2 ride all the way. Remember, Nasdaq's going to get some buffer right here. As soon as we tap that upper DD band, it's likely to pull back. So I'm looking for that. The DD rule is still in effect. I'm looking for that ratio being 0.88 is looking to tap the upper band. That's what I'm looking for. VIX is still in decay. So let's get back to Rocket Scooter, analyze this. Make sure I don't have any problems coming up. Let me look at some ETF here. Where's the current price? Yeah, no issues here on VIX. Let's look at Russell really quick. Russell's still nice and clean. Russell's in an illiquidity pocket, likely to go all the way to the other side. I do like it. Oh yeah, I love it. Having a good day, guys. What's up, Owen? How's your day, man? What up, dude? Matt's a beast. He got class and is humble. I think I just don't care what people think. That's always been my thing. It's just like... I handle my problems in life with stride. What's funny is that I don't even get trolled a lot, because anybody that talks any crap or any mess about me, then people want to come over here and see the shit show. Then they come over here and stay. Like, oh wait, this guy's actually really trading with his burgers. Like that's the whole funny part is I think that makes people pray for you, Sam, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Call. Why is my data feed frozen up? Is that just here? It looks frozen. Uh-oh, somebody mysteriously pulled the plug. It pulled the power. Well, I'm flat anyways, so let me close this down. So $1,340 in the funded account. Look, it won't even let me X out of it. Okay. All right, so it looks like Trade of 8 crashed. Whatever. I'm done. Uncaught exception. The application should be restarted to continue to work properly. Something's going on with my computer today. Who's hacking my computer? Which one of you knuckleheads is doing it? The cat. Bookie! Come through here and chewing on my cords again. You know, that one day that my internet went out, which is kind of funny, I had a wireless antenna on my computer. So in the back of my motherboard, you can plug a wireless antenna into it. I put it in there just because, you know, I wanted to get a little bit enhancement on the Wi-Fi signal. So I get so much junk going through here. And that day that my internet went out, or was being choppy, and everybody's like, the stream is delaying, my cat was chewing through the cable of the antenna. Thank God it's the low amperage wiring on that thing. It's an antenna, so it's not really sending anything. But I was like, oh crap. So then I went and I bought this this cat gate and everything to keep him out of my office, but chewed through a wire. And that was the day that the stream was being all flickery, and you guys are like, the stream is delaying and it's cutting out. And the whole time, Fuki's in here snacking on my cables. I'll tell you what. Sean has control of music volume. Yeah. Sounds like a good time for restart. Yeah, time to get out of here. The volume hacker got better. I know. Something weird's going on. I know what happens with a lot of my peripherals. I have too many USB. You know, I buy Republic of Gamers Maximus Extreme motherboard, which is the highest end Asus, for the sole sake of having max amount of USB lanes. So I exhaust them by so many peripherals I have plugged into my machine. I have 2 computers now in one box, and I've still exhausted all USB ports. So like a lot of times you just get that USB bus gets overloaded, and then things start to conflict. I got so many things plugged into my computer. So many cameras, monitors, microphones, lights, you name it. And so sometimes the computer gets a little wonky. I've got 8 screens. One's a tablet that you can write on to write on the screen. And so sometimes it just has a bad day. But that's it. Thanks for joining Rocket Scooter, you guys, this morning. Great trades, great setup. Pretty simple. Upper DD bands where I'm going. Not too afraid of the market right now. Everything's looking nice and tidy. Oh, sorry. I'm up about $3 grand in the 10K challenge account. I'll post the stats of that today. Made about what's like 1,300, 1,500. I forgot because I already closed it down. Pretty decent trade in the ETF account. That's that first 150K static. Everything lined up. Bull long up. Positive resilience. DD ratio 0.8. I mean, it's a straightforward day called type 2 resilience, supporting at the open price longs. Open price supports. It's a long out the door. BLU. The open is support, long at the door to next resistance DD band. I'll walk around up to. So the S&P's got about 10 more points from here to hit 41,1250. And we'll probably close there. Nasdaq is DD band. First thing in the tap in a second, about 13,199, right on the dot. Nice. Well, it took your most successful trade ever, thanks to the platform. Oh, thanks to you. Well, I mean, the platform isn't pushing buttons for you, man. That's the best part. Everyone else out there, got to tell you, they're going to give you a system, push buttons for you, make trades. Like, Rocket Scooter is a tool. I handed you a hammer. You swung it yourself, dude. I didn't hand you a single trade. That's the best part. You guys are learning how to trade. That's even better. Nothing in here tells you to buy and sell, points in a direction, anything. This is just analysis tools. You're doing the work, and when you put in the work, you get the benefits. That's what you're learning. So thank you guys for tuning in. We love you all to death. Great week, great trading week. Up in all my accounts. $550,000 worth of funded accounts. You saw me make them all. Now I'm trading one of them, committed to the 45-day journey to see all the payout schedules and all that. Show you how it works. Right out the door. No losing days yet on that thing. 2 winning days in a row. Put some fat in the account. That's it. So Rocket Scooter, right? Modern tools, modern trader. We have stuff that's completely different. No more technical analysis. No more multi-time frame confluence. No more delayed signals. No more colorful laser battle charts. Look like the opening scene of a Star Wars movie. Pew, 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 pew. Tired of blinding your retinas? How about a nice, clean approach? Indicator-free charts. It's a new paradigm, a new thing, and we're glad to invent it for you. Rocket Scooter. Join the extended trial. Go down in the description below. $35 a month for the $200 experience. It's a limited time, and once that's gone, it's gone. We just want to get a lot of people in and close the door. It will be closed. Keep that in mind. Very soon, actually. Did I have a loss this week? Not on that account. I don't think I didn't trade Wednesday. I didn't trade Tuesday. That account did have a loss. I don't think I did take a loss this week. Maybe. I don't know. Did I? Because I didn't trade Wednesday and I didn't trade Tuesday. I sat out both days. Yeah, I did. I sat out. Because that account has no loses. On one account, I did it on Monday. I did on Monday. Okay, yeah. I guess I did take a L on Monday. Oh, that is right. That is right. I do remember $1,200. That is correct. So I did take a loss. Was it on that? Oh, you know what? It was before. It was before that account hit funded. That is right. That is right. That was when the account was still in the eval stage. That's right. Monday. You guys are right. All right. I'm going to post a statement up. You guys are going to see all the results and the stats. I'll see you later. Time to go. We'll have a Zoom call in about an hour. And that's it. Come on over. Hit that Discord and I'll